قد أفلح المؤمنون.
Alright, so
Okay,
I cited the
this
hadith of
where's this?
al-Sahaba, and yeah,
Okay,
this is basically what I was talking about.
okay, where's this from? This isn't like this is just the text. Where'd you get this from?
I got it from Sahih al-Bukhari.
Okay, can you post the hadith of Bukhari, like the link from Sunnah.com?
Sure, you could have just asked for that then. No problem. Never mind, this lafz specifically is in the Tirmidhi, so okay, here you go. The one in Bukhari is another one. I'll send it anyways though. But here's the lafz in Tirmidhi. There you go.
Okay, are you done?
Yeah, I'm done. There you go.
Okay. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وصلى الله على محمد وآله الطيبين الطاهرين. So a few things to go over. So point number one, I've gone on the record many times and I stated that one of the common tactics during a debate is because they don't know our books. They try to go into the debate and pretend they don't know the law of basic hujjiyah. When a Christian tries to debate a Muslim and uses the Bible, and you'll see many examples of this, the Muslim will quite simply say the Bible is not hujjah on me. If you want to cross-examine me, you have to use references that are hujjah on me. So Fada'il al-Sahaba, al-Bidayah wal-Nihaya, Musnad Ahmad ibn Hanbal, al-Bukhari, Tirmidhi, none of these books are hujjah on me. That is point number one. Sure, my opponent, when it's his turn again, what he's going to try to do is he's going to try to argue that these books are in fact hujjah on me. Whereas that if I were to bring mutawatir hadiths from Al-Kafi where the Imams of the Ahlul Bayt openly curse and mock and denigrate Abu Bakr and Umar, he would simply say, these are not hujjah on me, these are lies. Well, I don't believe your scholars are reliable either. A simple example of this is Ibn Kathir. Ibn Kathir claims this hadith of Ali on the minbar of Kufa is mutawatir. However, when it comes to hadith al-Tayr, which is even more mutawatir than the hadith of Ali on the Kufa in the Sunni sources, he's going to say this hadith is completely unacceptable. So when it comes to the rule of tawatur, the Sunnis pick and choose from their own sources to begin with. That's point number one. Point number two, tafdeel is not the issue we are debating. Whether or not Abu Bakr and Umar are better than Ali ibn Abi Talib is not the issue we're debating. We are debating if the Sahaba are udul. This is another common Sunni tactic, is when they don't have proof to prove the issue that they agreed to debate, what they like to do is they like to change the subject. If I wanted to debate you on the tafdeel of Ali versus Abu Bakr, I could have easily done so. It would actually be easier for me to do that than Adalat al-Sahaba. But tafdeel is not the issue. Because it is mutawatir from the Sahaba that many of them used to believe that Ali was superior to Abu Bakr. And this is such a big issue that a lot of Sunni scholars, what they try to do is they try to cover this up. They try to say it was ijtihad and that this was a dispute between the Sahaba, we don't talk about it, but at the end of the day, it's fine. And I think one of the easiest as we can cite is Al-Mizzi. Here's تهذيب الكمال by Al-Mizzi. وقال أيضا روي عن سلمان وأبو ذر والمقداد وخباب بن الأرط وجابر بن عبد الله وأبي سعيد الخدري وزيد بن أرقم رضي الله عنهم أن علي بن أبي طالب رضي الله عنه أول من أسلم وفضله هؤلاء على غيره. So even that issue of tafdeel is a massive issue between the Salaf. There were many Sahaba who gave tafdeel to Ali, and there are narrations where Ali clearly gives tafdeel to himself. And if I want, inshallah, we can pull those up. But once again, that is not the topic we agreed to debate. Whether or not Abu Bakr and Umar are better than Ali has no effect over whether or not all of the Sahaba are udul. That's point number one. Point number two is that this hadith that the brother cited from Sunan al-Tirmidhi, or Jami' al-Sahih al-Tirmidhi, Bab ma ja'a fi luzum al-jama'ah. So it says, the Prophet ﷺ said that I order you to stick to my companions, then those who come after them, and those who come after them. This hadith in no way proves Adalat al-Sahaba, and there's two reasons why. Point number one is its circular reasoning. You can't prove to me Adalat al-Sahaba through the Sahaba. That is completely absurd. If you wish to prove Adalat al-Sahaba, it would have to be from the Quran. That's point number one, circular reasoning. Point number two, this hadith from its own content doesn't prove Adalat al-Sahaba. Because the hadith says, stick to my companions, and then the people after them, and the people after them. If sticking to the companions means that all of the companions are udul, that they are reliable narrators, honest, trustworthy narrators with perfect memory, then the same would apply to the next two generations. But we know that this is not the case. We know, for example, that Sunnis would never take hadith from Harith al-A'war, nor would they take hadith from al-Asbagh bin Nubata, and there are many other examples of tabi'een that they would not take from. But the ones they do take from are Umar ibn Sa'd ibn Abi Waqqas, the killer of Hussein. That is a tabi'i they will take from. But the disciples of Ali in Kufa, the Shurtatul Khamis, no way we're going to take from them, even though they fit the standard given by this hadith, that you follow the generation after the Sahaba. And again, those are the only points that the brother made that I actually can address. The first one is like not even valid to the debate regarding whether or not Abu Bakr and Umar were better than Ali. It's like even if Abu Bakr and Umar are better than Ali, that does not mean that everyone who saw the Sahaba or who saw the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, who fits the definition of Sahaba, automatically is thiqah. I'm actually going to. By the way, we never agreed on a time limit. How long have I been speaking?
For too long.
Too long. Okay. How much time do you want each of us to get?
2 minutes each. That would be fine.
2 minutes each?
Is that too short or what? I don't have much time.
Short. 5 minutes.
5 minutes. I can't stay here for 5 minutes each.
Make it 3 minutes then.
All right, that's fine.
Okay. Who wants the time?
So you've went on this
1 second.
entire
1 second.
like 5 minute, 10
Brother
minute
Alumi.
rant or whatever. Should I get the same amount of time for that, or like how do you want me to go?
Yeah, give me a second. Alumi, you're timing, right? Okay. Alumi will keep time. All right. Dude, the introduction is usually the longest part of each round of a debate, but it's like, how long do you want to
I
speak?
get that. I get that. That's not an issue. That's not an issue.
How long do you want to
in my-
speak?
How long shall my introduction be? Well, I'll take 5 minutes, no problem.
Okay, go for it.
All right, so Bismillah, alhamdulillah, salatu wassalam ala rasulillah, wa ala alihi wa sahbihi man wala. Firstly, what you said is my books are not a hujjah upon you, and your books are not a hujjah upon me. Therefore, I shouldn't be proving Fadalat or Adalat al-Sahaba from my books, right? That's basically the first premise of what you claimed. And my response to that would be is that this relates to the reliability of both the chains of your books and my books. Now my books are mutawatir. And you would claim that yours are mutawatir. But can you demonstrate that your books are mutawatir? No, you cannot. In fact, the chains of al-Kafi are maqtu', they're disconnected. And your maraja, they tend to act from everybody else. But however, in our books, it is not. It is mutawatir. And we can show you through the Sahaba, through generations and generations of people onto this belief, that Ali radiallahu anhu has preferred Abu Bakr and Umar. And you're saying, well, even if he did, that's not a hujj, doesn't mean that they have the adala or whatever.
Sure, my opponent, when it's his turn again, what he's going to try to do is he's going to try to argue that these books are in fact hujjah on me. Whereas that if I were to bring mutawatir hadiths from al-Kafi, where the imams of the Ahlul Bayt openly curse and mock and denigrate Abu Bakr and Umar, he would simply say, these are not hujjah on me, these are lies.
Right, that's what you claimed. Well, the issue with that is that then Ali radiallahu anhu has said that these people are better than him. So this is you. So then, what should we do now? Well, we should do it from an angle where we can reconcile all of these and then come to a conclusion that Ali radiallahu anhu has in fact preferred them to be adil, because he genuinely believed that they were better than him, the more befitting to rule than him. And you quoted blah 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 blah. If you read the narration, you posted قال روي عن سلمان وأبي ذر ومقداد وخباب وجابر وأبي سعيد الخدري وزيد بن أرقم رضي الله عنهم أن علي بن أبي طالب رضي الله عنه أسلم وفضله هؤلاء على غيره. Now this doesn't mean that he was preferred in legislation. وفضله على غيره is a general statement. This itself does not prove that Abu Bakr and Umar were cursed and that they've betrayed the Prophet and so on and so forth. And does not prove that they are not just. So this would be my starting point. It's a rebuttal to what you've claimed at first. And you haven't responded to any of the change I put in the scan, right? Because I didn't just post this. All of these people, all of these chains confirm such about Ali, about Abu Bakr and Umar. And therefore, it is up to you to address them and to prove to me that the chains in your books are mutawatir, not maqtu'. And yeah, that's how I would start. Indeed, that's it.
Okay, sweet. Alumi, just let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready.
Okay, so first thing to go over, as I predicted, what he's trying to do is he's somehow trying to force the fact that his books are hujjah on me. I'm going to respond once again. I already said this and it's recorded. Ahmed ibn Hanbal is not trustworthy in our books of Rijal. Neither is Ibn Kathir, neither is Tirmidhi, neither are any of the scholars you cited. Hence, none of these sources are hujjah on me. On top of that, I clearly stated that the debate was about Adalat al-Sahaba. Instead, he spent his entire introduction trying to argue for the tafdeel of Abu Bakr and Umar, which I clearly said is not the main issue we're debating. Now, he made the claim that all of the narrations in our books are munqata'. He gave no evidence for this at all. In fact, what's funny is the issue is like when you look to the Sunni books of hadith and the books of history, you see that a lot of the narrations to the tabi'een, especially in the books of Quran, are munqata' or maqtu'a. In any case, when it comes to the issue of tafdeel, that is not the issue we are debating. We are debating the issue of Adalat al-Sahaba. So my opponent is clearly trying to run away from the topic that we agreed on, that he needs to prove that all of the Sahaba are udul. In fact, when I destroyed the hadith that he brought from Tirmidhi, the one that says you should follow all three generations, and asked why this doesn't apply to the tabi'een, why Sunnis don't believe in Adalat al-Tabi'een, the Adalah of the Tabi'at al-Tabi'een, he just completely dodged this and completely ignored it and tried to stick to the Abu Bakr and Umar thing. So once again, I'm going to repeat, we agreed to debate Adalat al-Sahaba, not the issue of tafdeel. As for the issue of Adalah, it is narrated with authentic chains in Musannaf Abdul Razzaq, as well as in Sahih al-Bukhari and Sahih Muslim, that Imam Ali said that Abu Bakr and Umar are liars, treacherous, hypocritical, and sinful people. Hence, they have no Adalah in the eyes of Amir al-Mu'mineen Ali, salamullahi alayh. How much time do I have left? Oh, did
He
he
left
leave?
the VC.
Yeah, he left the VC. Guess we can wait.
Either disconnection or he's running.
We could wait.
The person that invited him also left.
I was actually really excited. I'm like, oh my god, there's a Sunni actually brave enough to debate me on Adalat al-Sahaba, and right off the bat, he tried to turn the debate into the debate of tafleed. But bro, like, what's it called? Like, if he had said he wants to debate tafleed, I would have accepted and I would have prepared my sources on that. But it's like, bro, you say you want to debate Adalat al-Sahaba, debate Adalat al-Sahaba. Why do you have to use like deception? I'm gonna go ahead and end the record.
Unfortunately, अफसोस होता है मुन्ना